I first heard of this record in relation to Zeal and Ardor, referencing the singing which harbours bold accents of chain gang vocals and origin blues vocals. That lured me close, and I've since been sucked into this fantastically dark and rooted musical experience. Hailing from the southern city of Atlanta, Algiers, not sure if I'm saying that right, are primarily a post-punk band fronted by singer Franklin Fisher, whose voice is a constant pleasure. Strong and powerful, he acts like the guiding light that unifies the mood and meaning of the instrumentals and gospel singers parading behind him. This is their sophomore album, released last year to much critical acclaim, and I have to share in their praise of these 44 minutes of engrossing musical art. Firmly at the core of the sound is a post-punk vibe, emboldened by the dense, punchy bass lines that patrol the music's underbelly, making itself known, laying a foundation for the atmospheres forged above. It's tight with the percussion, a refreshingly modern aesthetic that's executed without flash and flair. The tricky shuffles of fast hi-hats and grooving sub-kicks of trap music is to be heard, but the approach is a million miles away from formulaic hip-hop beats. With a wealth of kit samples, program sequences avoid repetition and meld seemingly like a drummer following the music's intensity and complementing it as such. At times it's organic and can appropriately take on a more mechanical, industrial form when it's called for in darker times. Out front, loading the music with texture, dynamism and character, is an arsenal of instruments: guitars, pianos, keyboards and a myriad of synth tones. The saxophone, stringed instruments and even a glockenspiel make an appearance as the four multi-instrumentalists utilize their talents in the dense web of sound they create together. It can be a lot to unpackage, and after many plays through the soundscapes that still feel like a maze of detail to stare into. Under its emergent melodies play drones, distortions and memorizing rattles of reverberated sound that somehow don't descend into chaos and broaden the scope of the sound. The record flows with a sense of progression. In its opening phases, Fisher commands the music with his empowered, deep, emotive voice, flexing his words with expressive affections that resonate with blues and soul vibes. The music is inherently dark in a personal manner. Burden and destitute surround his voice, the source of strength and uplift that lurks beyond the pale. There is an almost biblical quality to the epic that is his presence, and on the title track we have a moment of gleam and uplift, overcoming the horror as choral gospel chants illuminate his performance, rising up above all else. As the record progresses, the instrumentals seemingly grow and overtake his importance as the drums get more mechanical, and two tracks nearing the end have him in absence. The Underside of Power is a riveting experience, devoid of a weak spot. Its engrossing chemistry of powerful songwriting and an energetic textural experience lasts its runtime without a hitch. Everything feels meaningful and full of purpose. Without a gimmick or flash in the pan, this really feels like an album to stand the test of time. Its place in the musical landscape is unique. It's not pushing boundaries in any direction, but showing where overlaps are to be made. A combination of influences and sounds that becomes more than all its apparent parts. Truly wonderful. Thanks for listening. If you'd like to see some more of my music blogs, go check the website out. Every page has over 1,000 articles sorted by artist, year, genre and more. Just hit Ctrl F and have a search for something that interests you. You can find a link to the blog in the description box down below, where you'll also find links to my other YouTube channels. Check them out if you are curious. Thanks again for watching, and be sure to subscribe to catch the next upload.